Good morning, children. Last class we have seen about types of changes. This class we can see two more types of changes, that is physical changes and chemical changes. So we know what is meant by reversible changes. So what is meant by reversible changes? Reversible changes are the changes which can regain back its original state. Yes. So irreversible changes means changes which cannot regained to its original state. So next type of change is physical changes. So now let us see what is meant by physical changes. Physical changes are the changes in which composition of the substance remains the same, but the shape, size or state of the substance will be changed. Okay, so physical changes are the changes in which composition of the substance remains same. So physical means there will be a change in the shape or size or state of the substance. It is called physical change. Okay, so the composition of the substance remains same, but the shape, size or state of the substance will change. These changes are reversible change. Okay, so most of the physical changes are reversible change. Reversible change means they can regain back to its original state. Okay, so physical changes, their composition remains same, but shape, size or state of the substance will change, and most of these physical changes are reversible change. Now let us see some examples of physical change. In this picture you can see stretching of a rubber band. Yes, when we are stretching a rubber band, the position of the rubber band become change, but again it will come to the original state. Yes, so it is an example for physical change. So only we are changing the position of the rubber band, but we are not changing its composition. So it is an example for physical change. Now this figure we can see hammering metals into sheets. So metal is a hard substance. We are hammering it into thin sheets. Yes, so we are changing the form of the metal. Yes, so this is an example for the physical change. Now here is one more example, that is melting of ice. We know ice is a solid state. Ice occur in solid state. So when ice melt, it gets converted to the liquid state. So we can see here the change in the state of the substance. So it is an example for physical change. Okay, so physical change in which the composition remains same, but there will be a change in size, shape or state of the substance. Now chemical change. What is meant by chemical change? Change in the composition and chemical properties of a substance. Okay, so when there is a change in the composition and chemical properties of a substance, it is called chemical change. During chemical change, there will be a formation of new substance. Okay, so during chemical change, new substance is formed, and chemical changes are irreversible. So what is meant by irreversible? The substance we can reverse, we can regain to its original state. Yes, so but this chemical change are irreversible. We cannot regain back to the original state of the substance. Once it's changed, we cannot again bring back to the original state of the particular substance. Understood, children? So chemical change, there will be a change in the composition and chemical properties of a substance. and once the chemical change occur, it is a permanent change. It is a permanent change. It is not a temporary. It is permanent change. There will not be again reversible changes occur. Okay, so chemical change or permanent change. Now examples of chemical change. Here you can see the ripening of fruits is an example for chemical change. So once the fruit ripen, again it will not come to the original state. Yes? So it is an example for the chemical change. Now here you can see burning of wood. So once wood converted into ash, whether you can make it again into the wood? No. Yes. So burning of wood is an example for chemical change. Here we can see the composition of the wood has changed and it gets converted into a new substance called ash. So this change is permanent. So this is an example for chemical change. Now cooking of food. So before cooking food, example raw vegetable you want to cook. So after cooking the raw vegetable, it is called as cooked food. Yes. So again whether you can convert it into raw vegetable? No. Yes. So cooking of food is a permanent change and we cannot convert again it into the raw vegetable. So it is an example for the chemical change. Now some more example we can see here. Formation of curd from milk. So we know milk once converted to curd, we cannot convert back into the milk. Yes. So milk get converted to curd means again we cannot convert back to the milk. So it is an example for chemical change. Then burning of crackers. So we used to burn crackers during festival season. Yes. So the time you can see once crackers burned, we cannot obtain again it back. Yes. So it is a chemical change. So the chemical property of this substance change and forming a new substance. So this is a permanent change. These are some of the examples of chemical change. Now let us see characteristics of chemical change. So as we know now what is meant by chemical change. Here both the physical and chemical properties of a substance change and new substance is formed. It is an irreversible and chemical changes are permanent. Now other ways to bring changes. Okay, so there are different other ways which will bring changes. So example for that is by heating or cooling also we can change certain substance. So certain substance can change us by heating or cooling. Example, land breeze and sea breeze occur due to heating and cooling of land and water. So land breeze and sea breeze occur due to heating and cooling of land and water. So what is meant by land breeze, children? So during night time we can feel the land remains cool. Yes. So we can feel the cooling of land. But at the same time the water in the sea, it remains hot because water will take more time to get cool. Okay. So during night time there will be a cooling of land and water remains hot. But so that what will happen, the cold breeze will come from the land. Okay, so cold breeze we can feel from the land. Such breeze is called land breezes. So land breeze means which occur due to the cooling of the land and heating of water. Okay. Now because of cooling of land we can feel the cold breeze from the land. That breeze is called as land breeze. Okay. And at the same time during daytime there will be a difference. What is that? Sea water, it will take more time to get hot, but land become get heat due to the direct fall of sunlight. Okay, so during daytime, what we can observe, we can feel the cold breeze from the sea, but the land remains hot. Okay, so that the cold breeze which is coming during daytime from the sea is called sea breezes. Okay, so what is meant by sea breezes? Sea breezes means the cold wind which is coming from the sea water during daytime when the land remains hot. Understood, children? So land breeze will occur during night time. Sea breeze will occur during during daytime. Okay, so these changes occur due to heating and cooling of land and water. Understood, children? Now some more example we can see: evaporation and condensation. So what is meant by evaporation, children? The process of conversion of water into water vapor. So how it will happen? Due to heating of water. So when we are heating water, water gets converted to water vapor. That process is called evaporation. Yes. So condensation. What is meant by condensation? Conversion of water vapor into droplets of water is called condensation. Yes. So it occurs because of cooling of water. Yes. So evaporation and condensation are the two processes which occurs due to heating and cooling of water and water vapor. So changes that is conversion of water to water vapor or water vapor to droplets of water is caused due to heating and cooling of water and water vapor. Understood, children? Now object like metal when we are heating, it will expand. Okay, and when we are cooling the same metal, it will contract. Okay, so expansion of metal is caused due to heating and contraction of metal is caused on cooling. Okay, so changing the shape of the metal. So we can expand the metal when we are heating the metal, and we can contract the metal when we are cooling it. So this expansion property of metal is used to cover the wooden wheels present in the bullock carts. Okay, you can see whether children do you have seen bullock carts? So it will be having wooden wheels. Yes? So wooden wheels, they will cover it with an iron rims. Okay, so the iron rims size of the iron rim is smaller than the wooden wheels. Okay, so what they will do, to fit the iron rim tightly around the wooden wheel, the iron rim, they will heat it. Okay, so we should heat the iron rim to fit the iron rim around the wooden wheel. So when we are heating the iron rim, it will expand. Okay, when we are heating iron rim, it will expand, and when we are cooling it, the rim contracts and fits tightly around the wooden wheel. Okay, so this is the process, this is the changes which caused due to the expansion and contraction of metal due to cooling and heating of the metal. Understood, children? So due to heating and cooling metal, we can expand and contract the metal. Now by applying pressure, so some soft solids like rubber, sponge can change their shape when pressure is applied. So if we are pressing the sponge or rubber, we are applying certain pressure towards this soft solid, isn't it? So that we can see there will be a change in their shape. Okay, so by applying pressure, can change the shape of soft solids like rubber and sponge. Now by mixing, so by mixing also we can cause certain changes in the substance. Example for the changes which occur due to mixing things is, example, sugar. When it is mixed with water, a sugar solution is obtained. So when we are mixing sugar with water, we can get a sugar solution. And when we are mixing quicklime with water, we can get slaked lime. Okay, so quicklime mixed with water gives slaked lime. Sugar mixed with water gives sugar solution. Okay, so these are the some example for the changes which occur by mixing things. Understood, children? So I I hope that you all understand about the changes, different types of changes, physical changes, chemical changes, reversible, irreversible, and changes due to cooling and heating, and by applying pressure and by mixing things. If you have any doubt, you can ask children. Thank you.